Hey everyone, this is Wolfran here, and today I'm going to give you a slightly different video. Really, I had just an absolutely awful weekend of Warzone games, where just nothing felt like it went right. I just wanted to show, following a comment that someone left me on Instagram, saying, everything you show is so sweaty. And actually, it's not all perfect, it's not all great, and in fact, the content I do put out there is often some of the best that I pick out of my games. So I thought I'd show you this sort of series of sessions where it just all goes wrong. It just shows that it's not perfect for everyone, and everyone's got to realise. Sorry, I just died there from not opening my parachute. You got to realise that it's not going to be perfect, and that sometimes it isn't great. I mean, it really started to get me down towards the end. I just felt like I couldn't do very well. I mixed it up like with a kill like that in the Gulag, fantastic. Just making some really silly mistakes. So I'm going to take you through it. Basically, my theory on most of my solo games, and I spent a lot of time playing solo, is that I'm going to aim to get a scav contract, try and get myself my first loadout, which is my overkill loadout. Then I'm going to go up towards my second free loadout, which will be my ghost loadout, and from there I'll kill hunt. That will be generally with bounty contracts. I'll mix it up depending on the situation. So this is the first game back from the Gulag, picked up my scav contract, and I've got one kill, which is a Gulag kill, and already 50 players out of the lobby are gone, and I'm just going through the motions of rotating through the different boxes to finish the scav contract up, which I managed to do. I'm just short of my loadout amount, but I think I'm going to figure out where the buy station is, and basically I'll probably pick up some money in downtown on the way there, which is what I managed to do. And so get the loadout. Still I haven't come across anyone at all. And this is part of the thing with solos, is sometimes you can land somewhere where it's really hot, lots of action, and suddenly it's dead quiet. The middle circles can be incredibly quiet, which can catch you off guard because it's so quiet you don't expect when someone comes around a corner when someone's hard scoping in an area. So you've got to be careful about doing it. And as you can see here, I moved to go get my bounty, free loadout comes down, grab my free loadout. Still not come across anyone in the entirety of downtown. And the circle's pushing in now. There's a new bounty contract that's opened up. See, there's a car there, didn't push it. And I grabbed bounty. Bounty's on the other side of here. I think, well, he's going to push into hospital. Maybe a good chance. He grabs the car. I take a couple of pot shots, and off they go. No chance of me catching them, so I've rotated round a bit in the hope I might be able to catch them. I'm going to drop down, and then you'll see what happens. That car comes in, got my C4. I misplaced it, missed the shot. There you go, ended my game. And that's pretty much, really frustrating. Managed one kill in that game, died twice. So straight into my next solos game. Because I don't really let it try and get me down. It did get me down in this session towards the end, and in reality, as it does, frustrate me. So here, I drop in military base. I'm quite liking dropping into military base at the moment, and I'm loading out at the 3 hangars at the back of the military base. And here I pick up the recoms. That's the closest contract to me, and I'm being hunted. And I make a real mistake. I tell everyone not to do this. Here I go, climb into the back of a corner, expecting them not to see, but of course they can see me on the recon, and they'll see with enough detail to know I'm either outside somewhere or I'm sitting in the corner. Jump it, take me down, that's my fault, stupid mistake, and back to the Gulag. And I'm starting to really hate snipers in Gulag, and they think this one is a truly terrible example of how to win the Gulag, so yeah, don't judge me too much. So somehow I managed to win that uncontesting the flag, and I'm back in with 0 kills still. I'm going to aim to do my recon contract in military base, because it's something to do. My contract's open, so I might as well do it while I still can. Now I've done the contract, I've zipped over the other side, seen that person. I really shouldn't put my shots on. Gives away where I am, and did absolutely nothing. As you see, the hard scoped on me with a sniper of some sort. I'm guessing it's some sort of marksman rifle, and it didn't take me down with the one shot there. Luckily there's a Bruin in here, which is a better weapon at this range than that Ram Hellfire. And I'm lucky enough that when I pop back up, they've not really got the shots. And secondly, there's someone else pushing in from the right, which I managed to break their armour. So part of me is thinking they're going to fight each other and I'll take on the winner. But the reality is I've overexposed on this. I've stayed put for too long, which is something I shouldn't have done. And I haven't got the weapons or the armour to take on this fight. So it takes me a second or two to realise. You'll see I realise in a moment, and I've decided I'm going to rotate off and get myself into a better position, which I do. Get around here. Someone's obviously got their loadout, but by the time I get across to it, they're gone. Which must have only just gone. And I think you can't quite see it in the clip, but I do see a glimpse of them heading up this way. So I do give them chase, get up the hill. Again, land a couple of shots on them, but they've got a position on me. I haven't got the armour plates. I think that's the right decision. Back off that fight. So I can't see a way of getting it. This time I decide actually I'm going to grab some armour plates, but I'm just not finding them on the ground in this area. I'm going to go grab my loadout. So in this case I've got a Sniper Ghost loadout. I don't know what happened there, whether someone threw a grenade at me or something. Something exploded, so I moved off. But no one put any shots on me, so I don't really know what happened. So I move around, and I see I've rotated round a bit, but I'm still at 0 kills. There's only 35 players left in the lobby. I've come across a couple of players, and that's it. And really, sometimes this is solos, and it can be a bit boring as a mode to play because of this. Because these middle circles, you get so many people taken out that you're left with huge circles with not very many players in them. So this time I've grabbed myself a UAV. I've marked out where I could be rotating in, but they're actually moving. At first I thought they were camping at a building, but then I heard the shots over at TV station and decided actually that's probably a better option for me than my sniper. And there he is. I missed the shot. He sees me. I get a shot on him. But I haven't got the best cover or the best angle here.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
And I'm worried about. I'm about to get myself pinched by the guy who was on the UAV off to my right hand side. So I do have to be careful. That's why I keep on checking over that way to make sure he's not going to push me. Because the HDRs, although silenced, you can tell where they are. And this guy's just running around the roof. Not really sure what he's doing, but he's obviously... You can see my scope glint. Got my shot off. And finally on the third shot on him, I do manage to take him down. So I move across the TV station. Not a bad place on the circle rotation. Check the usual spots where you'll find people. Either gatekeeping or controlling, but I don't see anyone. UAV highlights a person down there, so I mark them up. But I've got so much cash, I decided I'm going to grab another UAV.
Where's that recon? Send
and
it over.
put it up
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy.
so that I can push across to the bridge. But as you see, they're fighting on that bridge, and I don't really want to push any closer. So it's going to put me out of position in my view.
You've got gas inbound.
Because otherwise I have to work my way down that right hand side, which is really open. So I decided to push into the circle. My aim is actually to get onto the loadout or get onto the building. There you go, guy sitting in the garages wipes me out because my alternative weapon is the MP7 ground loot. It was absolutely no good to me in that battle. So that was, what was that, 3 kills? And then I'm jumping back in on a trios game. I've decided to go with random trios just really to see if there's anything different I can do, mix it up, make it a bit more fun. Completely loot up, we drop at the TV station, got loads of loot. See this guy, got a foul. You can watch me miss a bunch of shots. Under a couple. Hardly enough.
Going there.
And I'm going to give chase to them. As you see, I'm trying to ping it up for my team. But we're random, we've got no comms. So it's always a bit harder. He pinged up down to my right. I really should have checked now in reflection on the video. I didn't because the other team, my teammates, got engaged back there.
Teammate was sent to the
He
gulag.
ran past me
They'll
on the
fight for a
left.
chance to redeploy.
Managed to get the first one. Managed to get decent shots, but I got ganged up on from 2 different angles by 2 other people who took me down. So it's again off to the gulag with me, and this time nowhere near as lucky. I really am hating these snipers by now.
Lost the fight.
That was just a case of me being useless on the keyboard. And then I decided of jumping back into a solo game after the trios just annoyed me. And I'm going to jump in. Usual tactic. Military base is a popular landing spot for me. There's a couple of scav contracts I like
Enemy
look on.
soldier
I get
incoming.
down. I can generally get down pretty quick, get a scav.
Move to secure.
Yep, and I completely mess up my pistol engagement with this guy who lightly beats me. And it's back to the gulag this time. Really ugly win.
You broke them.
I do win the gulag.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location.
And I've got the scav contract, so I'm down and I'm getting the boxes.
Contract updated. New objective identified. You're losing ground.
Decent MP5 on the floor loot, the Ashen Skies. The only problem is the VLK scope's hardly ideal because of the rest of the setup on the gun is really close range. But this guy just dropped in, he's landed in here. I'm just double checking he's going that way. I can hear him, not entirely sure where he is, and there he is. And yep, Origin shotgun
Keep what hard
floor
out.
loot.
Return to
Completely
base for
obliterates me. By this time I'm really irritated, I remember. Totally frustrated by what's happening. And but I just jumped back in. So I'm trying to have a decent game and I'm just not succeeding. And it's getting frustrating. And that's my own fault. You know, I'm still trying to get better at the game, still trying to sort it out. So I decided to drop at the Superstore, really challenge myself. And as you see, the first thing that happens is I drop through after actually I get a clear run on the roof, no one drops in on the roof. I get picked, I get shot from the side, but I don't quite see where they are, so I've rotated around a bit. There's a bit of a scrap now happening on the roof. Get flashed, or I think that's a stun actually. And that's a C4, not quite on me luckily. And again managed to push away from them. To really close the distance, replate. And I think they're coming for me. And yep, foul absolutely destroys. Someone else got a shot in, but I got out. I actually got enough money to buy my loadout here.
Friendly drop bag on the way.
Someone's obviously doing the same or something similar, as they've just come to the buy station and of course seen me wandering around like an idiot. Got a couple of shots off. Throw the gas grenade, mostly stop them from pushing me while I replate. I didn't really fancy taking the shots on. Really, I should have jumped here. Shouldn't have strafed. But again, foul's fantastic. Take him down, get my load out, and I grab a couple of. I think I grabbed a couple of UAVs, so I've got the money from them.
We need eyes in the sky.
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV being...
And here's a real choice of fights to take. I actually decided there's 3 over at Storage Town. If by the time I get there there's still 3 or 2, that's great. There might just be 1 left, but as soon as I get there there's 1 here. I'm not quite sure if he saw me. He certainly, I thought, was running away. And this is why it's so important to have a headset. I can hear him turn around behind me. Again, missed some shots, but I manage it because I guess I'm just lucky. And it's good to rewatch your footage. It's good to see the mistakes that you make. Something that, you know, even if you record it on the console, it might be worth occasionally just to rewatch to see the errors you're making. You might not realise you're making them. This guy's easy. The AMAX, sorry, C56 AMAX is actually a decent weapon, certainly in solos. 45 round mag's a bit limiting, but the recoil's not anywhere as bad as you think, and it really does punch. Anyway, so I'll clear up there. I'm pretty sure that's everyone in Storage Town. I move around here now. I don't know what this guy's doing. I see him through the window. He's obviously fixated at someone else in the garage, but there we go. I grab my bounty,
Positive ID on the bounty target.
and he must have been
Eliminate them.
fixated on someone because they take him
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
from behind. But they don't push me. I'm not entirely sure why they don't. I certainly would have pushed on that basis. I managed to pop off myself, revive, and then I move or rotate through, and I go get to my loadout. Again, this is swapping over to my ghost loadout, and I totally missed the guy on the roof. Didn't see him when I was playing. Clear as day when you watch it on repeat.
It's time.
Anyway, 5 kills,
Break
not too bad. I'm not too, I'm pretty happy with that. Better than it was. And yeah, just my throwing knife in the gulag. Get stunned. Don't even know when we throw it. And
We're
lose it.
sending you back
So-
to base.
5 kill game is probably the best. I do actually go on to have a couple more games. It doesn't get much better, and by the time I'm quite frustrated. So the point of the video really is to show everything's not always perfect. Not everything is a 20 kill game. Not everything is a 15 kill game. Not everything is a win. In fact, more often than not, you'll find that people have these problems. It's swings and roundabouts with this game. But there you go. I wanted to show people this just to reassure them that you're not always terrible. Yeah, everyone's terrible. Everyone has terrible games. It's just that sometimes all you ever see is great stuff. If you like this, I know it's a bit different. Leave me a like, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about how the whole YouTube thing makes you feel when you're watching all these videos of people doing really well and you're not. Thanks a lot.